Something's going to happen probably next week. She says she plays chess, right? Not checkers. She says she wins always. Okay. This is for anything out there. Anything. Anybody. Okay. Read between the lines. Anybody. You don't think she's not planning something? She said she's 4 steps ahead. That goes for anybody. Everything, even silence. Everything, even moving. Planning and plotting. And just when you think it's safe, and she's gonna pull something. Mm-hmm. You think I'm sitting here thinking she's not planning something? She's always planning something. Always. And it's not just me. Think big. For her, no boundaries. It doesn't matter. It's all about winning. Winning. And if she thinks she's not winning, that's not how it goes. So look around and look big and broad. It's all about winning for her. She's it's all about winning. Nothing else matters. No one else matters. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. So you heard that. I said this week, just when you think it's safe to come out. Now, I mention this because I am not associated with Miss Kimberly Smith's litigation strategy, filings, or communications. I had to say that as a full disclaimer. Why? Because Danielle Robertson, as I thought she would, and I just need to make this clear, just that part. She responded in that other case. I was unaware of it until today, but I bring it up just like that because she's trying to make that case introduce me into that case, and that's not going to happen. I'm not part of that case, and the defendant in my case and the defendant in Miss Smith's case is what we have in common. Outside of that, these are two separate cases, and I can speak to that because this is a tactic. This is something that this defendant has talked about since last summer as part of her overall plan to see if these can be combined or litigated. And she's trying to do something different by responding and filing. And she has mentioned me in that case and some plans for that. No, I don't have to wait for the other party to speak up. I'm only going to say it just enough. I have not talked about it in my case as many times as the defendant has tried to introduce so many different names in my case. She's taken it to another level, talking about joinder, just like she's talking about in my case that someone has to be joined to my case and petitioning that or arguing with the court. Keep in mind, this is an individual who right now has not responded to the judge's order for her disclosure of her identity, her legal name, and postal address to the court in my case after being compelled and after, 3 different dates that were set. And now she's trying to muddy and cross-contaminate, that's what I call it, to distract from what really is going on here. All right? I already knew in my mind I would not have said what I did on last Saturday. This individual says they always win, and just when you think everything is quiet. I said it. She was just trying to make people feel comfortable that she wasn't going to respond. Are you kidding? I was just waiting for it if nobody else knew. I knew in my heart of hearts because I've dealt with this individual that she would be plotting and planning to do something different. I said, I don't know what to expect. But the judge in my case has already, third parties, I've talked about it numerous times in my filing. like a response, but not that much in detail, because I'm not trying to give all of these names. What I've said is they are not involved. Just because people are content creators and just because we happen to share video comments or something like that on this platform, there are lots and lots of content creators in this sector. And she is not telling the truth. But do we believe that she would? No. I have not responded. I have not, because I'm a third party. I'm not part of that case. I don't need to send anything to that court. None of that. But what this defendant, in my case and in the other case, is cause enough confusion and enough filings. Maybe she thinks that the judges are going to, look at everything together. That's what she's hoping. She's even said it. She said it in the summertime. If you don't remember, I'm going to dig it up. I can't do it tonight. But I know she talked about her overall strategy is to try and blend these cases. Why? Because then it will make it convenient for her and somehow dilute what these cases are about independently. She is trying to make this seem as if all of these people are working together on this YouTube platform to unmask her. If you have heard anything recently, I filed the motion to compel for identity last summer in my case, and we still don't have the identity of Danielle Robertson, the alias. What this defendant attempted to do is draw or lure litigants into a false sense of security. I called it out last Saturday, although I was saying, read between the lines, listen carefully. Something is going to happen next week. I think something will happen. Didn't know exactly how it was going to happen, but I knew she was not going to sit idle and not respond. That's what she wants people to do, to relax, let their guard down, not be aware, to not be looking like with your head on a swivel 360. And now with the focus on her, you've got to understand the timing of this all. The timing. Suddenly, this whole joinder. Why? Because the court has ordered her to reveal her identity. And she's doing everything that she can think of possible. And no matter what gets, knocked down, she comes up with something else. I am not here to defend anyone's case but my own. And I don't expect anyone to defend any case but their own. It's about this individual who put my name in that case again and is talking about it. And I think it's important to say it because she's trying to derail this case. So she is really, really, I think, trying to manipulate these courts. I do. Again, I'm not here arguing any merits, anything. I'm just talking about some dates and behavior, and look what is happening in the course of this case and what happened since last Saturday when I said this week something. And sure enough, yeah, it's time to say goodnight. I appreciate all of you who stopped by. RunTellThatToo. But now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Yeah.